Diehard baseball fans know Hall of Fame manager Casey Stangel.
I am not one to lie, but when I was younger, I would always be like, yeah, it's my great-grandpa. I don't think I realized, Casey, you're lying, but we're not related.
Although Nevada Senior Associate Athletic Director Casey Stangel loves America's pastime, too.
I fell in love with baseball at such a young age. I love watching baseball with my dad, and Josh Hamilton was my favorite baseball player growing up. There's so much mental game to it. There's so much perfection of skill and time that you put into it. And I think it probably just matched how I'm wired a little bit.
The Idaho native was a standout softball player at Missouri and Washington, guiding the Huskies to the Women's College World Series. She pictured a career in Major League Baseball until meeting Vanderbilt head baseball coach Tim Corbin while a freshman in college.
I was a huge Vanderbilt baseball fan, and I told him, I was like, I want to work for you one day.
That prophecy was fulfilled as Stangel spent her first summer post-college working for MLB before moving to Nashville for graduate school at Vanderbilt. There, she worked for the Commodores baseball team.
In our first season, our administrative assistant left. I asked Coach Corbin, before you hire someone in this role, can I do this for a year? I'll work for free. I'll just give me the opportunity. And so he let me. So I was with the baseball program for 3 years. We won a national championship in 2019. It was incredible. My time with Vanderbilt baseball is something I'll never forget. 3 of my favorite years of my life.
Stangel transitioned to the gridiron and became the first female director of football operations in SEC history in 2020 at Vandy.
I'd never worked in football, and so it was an incredible opportunity. At that point, I kind of knew college athletics is what I wanted to do. I was trending in the direction of wanting to work in administration. So I thought, wow, if I can understand SEC football inside and out, that's going to help me for what I want to do next.
That next step came at Nevada with a twist. Stangel reached out to congratulate Stephanie Remp when she was hired as the Wolfpack athletic director. Remp was an administrator at Washington when she played for the Huskies. Days later, Stangel's husband, Jordan Getzelman, was hired as a Wolfpack baseball assistant coach.
She reached out literally the week that I was named, and then the next day is when our baseball coach left, and then we started a search, and then 8 days later we hired Jake McKinley, and the first person he hired was Casey's husband.
I reached back out, and I was like, me again. I'm looking for a job, and I'm going to stay in Nashville until I can find something in Reno.
She sent me her resume, and I started looking at it, and I was like, holy cow, you're not a director of ops for a national championship baseball program. You're not recruited to go over to an SEC football program to run their operations unless you're good.
Remp quickly made Stangel the Wolfpack senior woman administrator, where she oversees 9 Nevada sports, including football, men's basketball, baseball, and softball.
Every day is different. We're never bored. Jake McKinley, our baseball coach, he talks about coaching like this, and I think it's totally transferable to what I do. He says, the job of a coach is the job of an offensive lineman. You create holes so that someone can run through. That's what we're trying to do.
Stangel is learning how to balance a career and being a mom to Augie, who was named after the late college baseball coach, Augie Garrido.
I am someone that has always been I get here early, I stay late, I want to be present. I want to walk out to practice late in the afternoon or, show up to all the different things, and that has shifted a little bit because I also want to be present and around as a mom now.
I've been doing this for 30 years. Casey Stangel is by far the best athletic administrator I have ever been around. She has the ability to interact with our coaches in a way that no person her age should be able to do. She is one that picks up a ball and gets it over the finish line. She just has this balance. She's super positive. She's phenomenal. I feel incredibly lucky that we have her on our staff.
In Reno, Shannon Kelly, Nevada Sports Net.